Exercise 121. Start. If you wish to write at a high rate, you must read and master the rules so as to follow them fully and be able to apply them on all occasions. I feel that you cannot fail to fall into the true and right way if you will only try. The race is to the sure and not to the strong. Do not tarry by the way. Remember the fable of the feeble tortoise that outstripped the hare. Master one thing at a time and you are sure to win. Set apart for study a small portion of each day. Have patience. Rome was not built in a day. High hills grow less as we ascend them. That which is lightly got is little valued. If you would get gold, you must dig deeply. It is not got on the surface. Neither can you enter on the possession of learning without some trouble. If you would obtain a high position, you must not be beaten by what is difficult. Let your letters be neat and light. A large and heavy style waste time. Stop. Exercise 122. Ready? Start. We should neither accept any theories nor adopt any views, however valuable the advocates of such may be, except we are convinced that they are authorized and have been tested and attested by those upon whose veracity we can rely, or unless our reason approves of them, and we have ample proof that though they may have some defects, their adoption will be valuable to us in the main, that we may employ them to the benefit of ourselves and others, and that they will be readily recalled on occasions of necessity. No matter how opposite the arguments may appear which are adduced to move us from an opposite opinion, we should be as adamant in the face of any demand upon the feelings which our reason does not sanction. Thus, any attempt to tempt us to foolish actions will only end in the failure of the tempter. We have been endowed with mental faculties far and away above those with which the lower animals are endued, in order that we may protect ourselves from our enemies and may add to our happiness. It is a fact, however, that such is the effect of persuasion upon some persons of weak will that they become as mere wax in the hands of those who would lure them to ruin. With such people, it seems only necessary for a fluent rogue to advance an alluring prospect of an affluent position at little cost, and they fall at once without a defense into the trap set for them. Is not this the secret of almost every successful fraud we have heard or read of in any nation? Stop. Exercise 123. Ready? Start. There are also too many persons who make it their vocation or avocation in life to dupe others less able than themselves. They have no feelings of honor or else would not prey on the feelings of those around. They despise veracity and their greed for gold amounts almost to voracity. In order to obtain wealth, they make light of every obstacle and are slow to admit themselves beaten. They are averse to honest labor and yet they spare no pains to become versed in the cunning arts necessary to extract money from their victims and to extricate themselves from the consequences of their illegal actions. They devise a plot and under the same balance of advice they operate on the greed and credulity of ignorant persons, and having thrown them off their guard, lead them into foolish adventures. Truly, a fool and his money are easily parted. We should not attach too much importance to a scheme because it is introduced with a flourish of fair words, nor should we touch any speculative affair without first subjecting it to an accurate examination. If we could only examine the annual returns of failures and analyze their causes, we should find that many are attributable to an utter absence of judgment in the conduct of business and an over confidence in the nicety and honesty of others. Stop.